Thank you, Madam Speaker. On this day when, as has been pointed out, so many trade unions have declared a work stoppage against the undemocratic policies of this government, I rise to oppose the introduction of this bill, which is one more undemocratic act, both for the manner in which the bill is being introduced as well as the contents of the bill. Madam Speaker, I just have three objections. I'll be quite brief. Number one, my first objection. Members of Parliament are supposed to be given copies of bills in advance before it's introduced. This bill has been brought in a surreptitious manner, as has been pointed out. As per your own direction, Madam, direction number 19A1 of the Speaker's Directions 2014, the Minister has to give a written notice of his intention to introduce a bill, and according to 19B, no bill shall be included for introduction in the list of business for a day until after copies thereof have been made available for the use of members for at least 2 days before the day on which the bill is proposed to be introduced. Madam, the bill has not complied with this requirement. I know you allow for an exception in the second proviso, but there the Minister is supposed to give special reasons in a memorandum which has to be shared with the House. Otherwise, it's a direct abuse of you, Madam Speaker, of your directions and the Lok Sabha rules and procedures. Madam Speaker, this objection is all the more important because just now, while we are sitting listening to this, we have had copies of a new bill given to us to amend the Constitution. Where is the 2 days notice? Where is the special reason to be given? This government is flagrantly violating the rules, directives and procedures. Number two, Madam, as regards the contents of the bill, under the guise of providing recognition to trade unions by the central government and the state government, the bill is giving vast, discretionary powers to the government to determine which trade union should or should not be recognized. The bill fails to lay down comprehensive objective standards for this determination. Now, we all know that political parties in our country have affiliations to trade unions, and the political preferences of the government of the day will come into play. The fact is, by providing such vast powers to the government with no objective criteria spelled out, no categories, no information, the bill facilitates subjective and arbitrary decision-making. We all know that arbitrariness is the very antithesis of the right to equality guaranteed under Article 14 of the Constitution. Third and final point, Madam, and I'll come up with a constructive suggestion. It's a matter of shame that the government has decided to push ahead this bill in this manner. Madam Speaker, just take a minute. 10 central trade unions have written to the Minister opposing this bill. Madam Speaker, the Minister should take steps to address their concerns. If the government's intentions are genuine, why is it pushing the bill in this fashion when all stakeholders are opposing it? May I request, Madam Speaker, a solution to the problem would be to actually refer this bill to a standing committee. So the standing committee would then rule on all these objections that have been raised today. I request you, Madam Speaker, to ask the Minister to send the bill to a